Hey there, guys. How's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. I want to talk to you guys about the mystic, okay? So there's an optimistic and the pessimistic. This is the way that I'm going to describe it. Now, the optimistic is the mystic in their fullness. They use technologies, they put in effort and time into practicing their craft, they want to gain that mastery. But then you have the shadow side of the mystic who uses the occult or Gnostic wisdom and all this kind of stuff to manipulate others and keep all the secrets to themselves because of their pride, and they're not willing to put in the time and effort, right? And then there's the dormant mystic who kind of doesn't put in the work at all, or they're kind of lazy, but they want that quick fix, that band-aid solution in order for them to actually tap into the wisdom that a wisdom that the mystic in his fullness has. So the optimistic is actually hoping for the future, right? Pessimistic is taking away hope from the future, okay? That's the way I want you to first of all fully understand that. Now, how does this relate to flow state? Well, someone who's a mystic, they use tools and technologies like I mentioned, flow state technologies. If you have them, you're able to use them and optimize them in your life, master them in your life, become a master at that craft by using the technologies and being almost like a teacher or a mentor. You see, a person who is a mystic, they get a lot of mentorship, they go through the process of initiation, they see life as a ceremony or as a ritual, they make every moment as sacred as they can or as holy as they can, and really cherish each moment and use their intuition wisely. So, essentially, a mystic sees the world as it is, but then they also want to have that direct experience with the world of the sacred, understanding that the world as it is a sacred place to be in, okay? Understanding the truth of that and the understanding of that. And truly, they also understand that their higher calling is getting them to move through different difficult trials and tribulations for them to get to realize certain things about their character and their archetype that actually helps them on growth or transformation, okay? The mystic is really obsessed with transformation. Obsessed is kind of a bad word. I would say passionate about transformation and really being able to use those technologies really well and doing it very smoothly in a sense. They're not trying to do it, they're just doing it. Again, trying applies that you're not good at that thing, but just doing it, it's like, yeah, I'm there, I'm enjoying the process of diving deeper with a specific subject, and I'm getting to really use these tools in a way that's going to benefit me and not skew me onto some weird path. Again, I do say that the road to access leads to the palace of wisdom, so you do go through some crises moments and things that shape you up and remind you that this is not the way to do it. This is not my way to understand what is really going on here. All right. However, you want to find your own harmony with the craft that you're truly practicing. Okay. So once you can figure that out and what that means to you, then you can really tap into your own authenticity as the modern day mystic. Having a disciplined work schedule, like for instance, I have been sleeping on the floor quite recently. I'm still integrating that. In the beginning, it was very difficult. Whenever you begin any task and use any new tool or technology, you're going to feel stuck, stagnant. You're going to feel like you're humiliated or embarrassed. You're going to have to kind of go through that smear campaign against you in the beginning in order for you to rise out of the other side. But then again, it's also a good sign because it shows that you have that solar plexus power to actually move forward, right? So you need a little tiny bit of the warrior in there, and you also need a tiny bit of the sage in there to be able to really push you forward and make the right decisions for you, right? It's like they're taking on the mentality that life is happening for them, right? Everything happens for a reason, and that things are all coming together, like all the puzzle pieces are forming in the right conjunctions and spaces where it feels empty or it feels like, oh, this can't work, okay? So the best advice that I have for you is to notice, be aware of when you're going in this opposite direction and finding your why, your purpose of why you choose to be a mystic in the first place, and have that be your gravitational pull that moves you forward. In a modern day, you want to blend practicality and scientific wisdom and also the mystical wisdom. So you want to be almost like a Renaissance man in a sense, where you're able to really take from both poles and integrate into the now in such a way where you have one foot in the mystical and one foot in the, so easier way to describe it would be one foot in the metaphysical, one foot in the physical world, okay? Where you're a hustler, but you're still a conscious hustler in a sense, okay? So once you have figured this out and you've unlocked that momentum within you, then you can use that mysticism or optimistic uh, realizations in your life to really move forward. What am I getting messages right now from people? Okay. Anyway. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about this, feel free to shoot me a message. I've been working with this archetype for a really long time, and it's probably one of my strongest archetypes when you're thinking about Jungian archetypes, the mystic, the wizard, the magician, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it those words. However, it's just someone who, is really able to understand and connect with the divine in their own specific way. And they are, trying to really help others. They're trying to serve the planet and serve humanity and not distract humanity or cover up and want all the power to themselves, right? It's really about sharing the sacred medicine and the flow state technologies with the world to have them be heightened in their appreciation of life and really choose to enjoy and embody the wisdom that they're getting from the divine, right? They're being this amazing channel where they're able to actually give back, okay? So have an amazing day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. See you next time.